Okay, guys, so everyone wanted me to, I guess they're bored of me just complaining about things. They wanted me to do some cooking stuff. So I'm using my Meta glasses, and I'm going to show you. I already soaked some Italian bread in milk. Okay, that's what this is. I grated some onion, either 2 small onions. This is for my meatballs. 2 small onions or 1 large onion. I grated it. And now I'm doing garlic paste because I don't measure anything, so that's why I'm doing this. It's all like, I don't know, by feel. So I'm going to finish off the garlic paste in here. And then, see this meatloaf mix? I don't know how many pounds it is. If you can read it, wonderful. Anyway, usually makes, and then 2 eggs. It usually makes like 35 meatballs. Depends on how big and how small you roll them. Okay. And I like to mix all the wet stuff first. Okay. Again, I didn't really measure anything. The loaf of bread was like a very large loaf of bread, and I used like half of it. And it's not fresh bread, it's like a couple of days old bread. Sometimes I will freeze bread and then defrost it and use that. A little pepper. A little salt. Then we're over here with the breadcrumbs. Okay, again, I don't measure. I just want to add a little bit. I'll add some later after I add the meat. Okay. You know, it's really all by feel. And you'll know when it's good. Now, I'm going to get some grated cheese. I'm going to add some in now and then a little bit later. I want to say I go by handfuls. 2 handfuls maybe. That's it. That'll be good. I don't need to add any later. Add it all now. Just to make it a little thick so that when you add the meat, it's not all slimy. Okay. Okay, so now I added the meatloaf mix, which is pork, beef, and veal. See? So I'm just going to incorporate all of this. So once you do that, you add more breadcrumbs. I'll show you what that looks like when it's all together. Okay, so I'm mixing in the last of the breadcrumbs. Then I'm going to start frying. I'll show you how big I make them. And what I do is I fry half of it because everyone likes it without the sauce. And then I put half in the sauce. Today, it's Father's Day. My husband wants raviolis, and I'm making a meat sauce with sausage. So I'll show you that later too, because I make my own fresh tomato sauce. I do that in September, and I jar them. Okay, so you'll see it's like the texture of it is looser than like meatloaf. You don't want to over mix because then it'll get too hard and then the meatballs won't be soft. Okay, here's my meatball mix I made earlier. This is about the size that I make. Wait until the pan gets hot so that when you put the meat in, it sizzles. I make a couple to taste first, but this is the idea. I'll show you the finished product in a minute. Flip it over, and this is what you want. You want to hear that sizzle, and you want to see that color. And what you do is, I also, after I do both sides, then I flip it. I go like this, and I get all around the edges, like that, like this, right? Until it's all the same all around. I make about 35 of these with this size.